Positive move.
Yes, or are you breaking it off and holding it down? Therefore,
because I'm not interested in getting involved.
That's it. That's what people will be looking at, or the IJF will be looking at in future contests.
We come now to the second semi-final in the under 100 kilo category, and another all Uzbek matchup. Ramziddin Sayidov faces his teammate Utkur Kurbanov. Kurbanov it was who saw off the Japanese challenge of Asunama Takumi this morning in a rather unattractive contest, to be honest. He won that on penalties, whereas Sayidov managed to put on a nice neat shimiwaza on Dominic Dugasse of the Seychelles. It was really well executed. Let's see what this pair come up with. We know that Choriev and Urayev had a bit of a ding-dong battle when it was an all-Uzbek match. Maybe this pair will be slightly more
there
explosive.
We go.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping for that. I'm sure the referees are as well.
Yeah, took her time about it. She just held on for a little bit, thought about it. Wasario Yuko.
I like that though.
Yuko. Yeah.
However, you do go with your gut instinct. I'm not all for, you know, there's a few referees that are scoring the flight, not necessarily the landing. It's getting better though.
Yeah, because it was a good shape. It was a nice technique and everything. And then when you looked at the landing, you said Yuko.
Yeah. Well, you could say it in Roberge's, you know, instantly we thought it was Ippon, but then the over-rotation dictated something else.
Ooh. Not going to go now. And that was 10-15 seconds ago. I can't remember the technique now. I can't. He threw in 15 seconds ago, and I can't remember what it was. Koichigari, there was the attempt. Just try and stand up a little bit, Sayidov. Use whatever advantage he may have, maybe an inch or two taller than his teammate. Kurbanov picks up the passivity warning. Sayidov it is who leads with one Yuko. 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Not sure if this is going to go the distance, because Sayidov will want to finish this off pretty quick. He's going to face Samoilovic in the final if he can see off this challenge. He won all his strength for that.
I was going to say, in this case, you want to get it done early and save your energy. Because
Samoilovic really, I thought Kobayashi was going to trouble him more, but he worked him out, didn't he? Samoilovic really worked him out. Eventually ended up throwing him for Ippon. And nice Makikomi it was too. It was a slightly unorthodox entry, but he ended up putting him away. And now both fighters pick up passivity warnings, which extends Sayidov's lead. He'd already scored Yuko, and Kurbanov had already been warned once, so picks up a penalty now. 2 Yukos on the board for Sayidov. Just over 2.5 minutes left to go.
Now see, that should be penalized right there.
Yeah.
It's not dancing, it's judo. So this needs to be called up.
Right now that they've done it a third time.
That's it. See, that needs to be stopped.
Well, Marina Bondo is the referee in the middle. She's let it go now. 2 minutes on the clock, but they're not really producing anything at this moment. This whole minute has gone past without a great deal happening. Mind you, no one's looked negative. They just haven't produced any attacking judo. It's not going to go now. If you'll have a think about this and dish one out now, see if you can make a change. No, let them get on with it.
I'm all for giving it back to the fighters. Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is in this instance what she's done. You know, she could have said, okay, I think you're the least active of the two. Let's see if, you know, I do
Yeah,
something here can
that's
generate. It's
right.
really not up to her to try and generate something in the contest. They're just there to record what happens rather than influence.
Oh, nearly a tip there.
They won't give a score for the second part of it because he failed on the first part and then they were on the ground and then he rolled in.
Yeah.
So there's no question of that continuing because then he goes over on this side. So good decision. Although the crowd thought that he'd ended up on his back. It was a crowd throw.
What do the crowd know?
Yeah, the crowd throw.
Actually, I've only seen the crowd sway a decision, and that was in France. That was quite
Yeah.
amazing.
Regularly.
Yes. Oh, what an overhand grip! I mean, that's quite brave of him to go against a taller opponent with a high grip on the collar. Completely stuffs him there, though. Killed that dead.
2 U goes to 1, and we're inside the last minute. Sayidov just eyeing the clock at the moment, I think.
Oh, went too forward, too
Yeah,
fat. I was thinking, oh, he's going forward. He's got to be careful a little bit.
Walked
Instead
onto
of
it,
seeing
didn't he?
Eggy Man, so
Dropped underneath
I
him.
think he gift wrapped that one for him.
Here's a nice one. If they show that replay again, just look at the line here. Because we had so much controversy when we were changing that rule about, you know, when techniques started and where they started and everything. And you at home as well, you can look at the replay here and see where Sayidov's feet were as he began to launch that technique, because Kurbanov and Sayidov end up completely off the competition area, but that's not the point. It's where the technique begins. So have a look at this if you get to see the feet. That's where the technique starts. Now the Tori is completely out of the area, but there's 1 foot left in.
Toenail.
There. That's it. As he starts the technique, and they say, just the first movement. That's
Yeah,
it. As
there
his
it
foot
is.
goes back
Just
down.
needed that.
Yeah. As his right foot goes back down, he's in, and it's the only thing that's left in. There.
It's quite. That was very close.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And no
You're
one's even had a
fairly
look
good
at
at
it.
this, Sheldon.
No one's had a look at it.
No.
It was that tight. They are, though.
I
The
know.
referee commission having a
I've been
good
sitting
look at it,
behind
yeah.
them, and they've had a tough job.